Alright guys, so we have here a Summer Heat Thomas Delaney review video. Now I actually did this SBC as soon as it came out, and within half an hour of the card coming out, I could have put a review up like a lot of the other YouTubers, but one thing I do pride myself on is to at least play a minimum of 10 games with the card, because in my personal opinion it's not possible to do a review on a card after having played 2 or 3 games. It's just not possible. So a minimum of 10 games. Every review that I put up will be a minimum of 10 games. Having said that, if you do have the money to do this card, go ahead and do it. It's a phenomenal card. Just looking at the stats, it's incredible. The price as well, really well priced. And a lot of people will be able to fit into the team because they'll have that Kevin Mbappe playing at right back. And they'll have potentially that Jadon Sancho from that Team of the Season Ultimate Pack. And with those two, he's got a hard link and he's got a soft link, so he'll be straight into the team. Now, the Summer Heat Pogba video that I did, I got a bit of feedback on that, and I'm going to change the format of this review. It's still going to be the same in the sense of I'm going to go through the player price, the player replacements, the player stats, and then the player verdict. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with the stats, and I'm going to focus on gameplay. That's going to be the bulk of the review. It's going to be a shorter video with more emphasis on gameplay and on the player stats, what position to play, chemistry style to use, etc. And then I'll go into player price and player replacement, and then the verdicts right at the end. So let's get into the review. So this is what the squad looks like in the start screen. Everyone here is on full chem, except my right centre back, Roberto Carlos. He's only off chem because he's playing out of position. Now Delaney has a red link going into him, but because he's got Sancho giving him that strong link, that nullifies that. Obviously same with Pogba and Bruno, that strong link between them. So that's what it looks like in the loading screen. Whereas in game, this is what it looks like. Thomas Delaney plays left CDM, Pogba plays right CDM, Bruno Fernandes cam, the rest of it is the same. Actually, Ribery and Sancho, I've flipped them two around as well. Delaney's got instructions to drop between the defenders, and Pogba's got instructions to join the attack. And it works really well because Delaney's a beast defensively, as I'll go into in a minute, and Pogba's better at attacking. But that's what it looks like in game. So let's talk about Delaney's stats. He's got 91 pace, 86 shooting, 91 passing, 93 dribbling, 96 defending, and 95 physical. What can't he do? That's the question. He's got 97 composure and 84 finishing as well. So he is 6 foot, yeah, high work rates, left footed, 4-star skill moves, and 5-star weak foot. So where to play him on the pitch? Now, I'm primarily operating him as a left CDM alongside Pogba as a right CDM. So let's go into his individual stats. Delaney's defending. He's going to be occupying that left CDM role, so his defending is going to be the best attribute. Now, his aggression is 97, and you'll see in this clip coming up here that the way in which he just attacks the ball is incredible. But the other thing here is, and it'll be in the following clip here, is he has that Vieira knack, and what that means is that you don't actually have to press X to tackle. You'll see here that whenever the ball's in his zone, he automatically intercepts it. You don't have to do anything. And that's Vieira's the only other person that does that. Now, what's his sliding tackle ability like? Well, he's got 99 slide tackles, and there's an example of it. Now, let's talk about his pace. He has 91 pace. With a Hunter or Shadow, he'd go to 99. Now, it's not the best in the world, but it's good enough to recover and make tackles like this. Ideally, you'd be using your fullbacks and your defenders to do the last-ditch defending anyway, but it's physical. Now, with 99 jumping and 96 heading accuracy, he's great at defending headers like that, but also when you're attacking, he'll occupy that front post and it'll enable him to get his head onto it because of his 99 jumping. And he's just a real nuisance at that front post. He replaced Pogba for me, and I prefer him. Now, I'm not going to talk too much about his passing, but he has 91 passing, 91 vision, and 97 long passing, and that enables him to make him passes like this, which is quite ridiculous, to be honest. Then what happens if your CDM ends up on the edge of the box or in the box and you need to shoot with him? Well, with his 86 shooting, even though his long shots are only 87 and curves only 87, for some reason his long shots are incredible and they always go in. With a Hunter, his shot power does go to 99, which probably helps. But, either foot, right foot, left foot, 5-star weak foot, put it into the box and he will score. He's got 99 composure for a reason. So those are his stats. They are superb. They're incredible, really. So now I'm going to go and talk about his price. That's the cost of the SBC and player replacement, so players you can buy instead of doing that Delaney. Then once I've done that, I'm going to do a little verdict on whether you should complete the SBC or not. Spoiler alert, you should definitely do it. So when it comes to Delaney's price, at 100k on PS4 and around the same more or less on Xbox, all you need is an 85 rated squad and 70 chem. The chem might be in a bit of an issue, but at this rate of the game, you're going to have a lot of untradables in your club. You're going to have a lot of high-rated players in your club, unless you've gutted them out already. In which case, even 100k buying the players off the market is still ridiculous value. This is the team that I used I submitted to do it. A Bernardo Silva 87 there, a Mohamed Salah, and a few 83s, and I think a Berkey at 85 as well. But this was the team that I used, and for 100k for this card. Now I'll go into player replacements in a minute, and I'll talk about the type of cards that are similar to him and the pricing. But for this card, 100k is incredible value. I'd go ahead and do this SBC purely on the price alone. He's just such a solid card, and a lot of people will be running Bundesliga teams. A lot of people will have that Jadon Sancho that they got from the guaranteed SBC pack, and there's a hard link there. And they'll be playing Mbabu at right back because he was an objective card and he's arguably the best right back in the game. So in terms of links, he is easy to link as well. So I definitely recommend it on player price. So when it comes to Delaney's player replacements, I think one of the only cards that are better than him in the game is Team of the Year N'Golo Kante, and probably the Team of the Season De Bruyne. But this N'Golo Kante is slightly better than him, and he's worth 2.1 million on PS4 and 1.8 million on Xbox. This card is worth 100k on both consoles. Let that sink in. In terms of other replacements you can get, the Team of the Year, De Jong as well. He's similar. I guess he's dribbling and is probably a bit more nippy as well. Better links. Again, Nainggolan is probably another replacement you could have for him. He's probably got better links as well. They're valued at 490k and 235k respectively on PS4, and 379 and 218 on Xbox. Then at the lower end of the scale, you've got Renato Sanchez, who's probably plays the most like him on the pitch. But obviously Renato Sanchez does have the better shooting. He's a bit more attacking player, I guess, playing both of them. You could use Delaney as a defensive-minded player. Renato as the attacking-minded player. I've actually got both of them in the team, and Sanchez is sitting on the bench. Then there's Paulinho, again, difficult links. He's probably around the same. Again, 179k on PlayStation. And then finally there's that Kimmich, who's probably slightly worse than him. And obviously it comes in cheaper at 84k on PlayStation and 90k. So in terms of player replacements, there are player replacements to be had, but not for the price range. So for that, I'd say it's average player replacements. But for the price of this SBC and the card, it's ridiculous value again. So what's the verdict on Thomas Delaney? The player price, ridiculous value. The player replacement, again, it's average. There are replacements available, but for 100k, I don't think you can find anyone. Player stats, incredible. Player verdict, well, in my opinion, if you can fit him into your team, even if it's on 7chem, he is hands down the best CDM in the game. I mean, if you can't fit him into your team on full chem, I'd recommend you just play 4-5-1, play an icon as the cam, and have one link going into him, and that's 7chem. So that's the player review on Thomas Delaney, Summer Heat. If you like the review, then be sure to check out my other videos. There's a Summer Heat Paul Pogba player review. There's various other videos, pack openings, weekend league rewards, that sort of stuff. But yeah, be sure to leave a comment, like the video, share the video, and until next time, peace.